Ooh, that was a lot. So you have my Bolin Basket light cream. Also, this cream made from the cool in Iceland, which you constantly see in tourist photos. And this is going to be nothing but the best coffee, probably the best coffee that anyone's can ever really get their hands on in this state, in New Jersey. I'm just going to be honest with you, this is from ShopRite. All right, well. We are here at La Casa de Antonio, and for all those people that watch that don't speak French, that means the house of Anthony, or I should say, Anthony's house. Well, we're going to answer some questions that people have given us, or that we've just made up. I mean, we'll just see where it takes us. So let's see what they got for us. For me, I should say. Go in there. So, beautiful summer day here in Williamstown. Very beautiful. It's always good to have some nice weather to answer questions in. Not that it makes a difference. I mean, we're going to be inside, but either way, it's a nice, walk. 10 foot. That was scary. There's something behind me. That thing. Yikes! It's like a huge wasp.
Never worked with a drone before. Look at it flying around.
Look, it looks like a little Batman gadget.
Literally, I feel like if I didn't know what that was, probably. I drop, stop, drop, and roll. I don't know what the rolling would do, but... So, Anthony's condo, setting up. There he is.
Yo!
What's going on, my friend?
How's it going? All of my viewers watching, all of our followers, all of our subs. Good for you to be with us this evening. We are in the process of setting up for a Q&A.
How long is this setup gonna take?
Well, it'll probably take a good close to 40 minutes, but there's a remedy for that.
We'll show you the remedy right now. We'll turn those 40 minutes into what?
Probably 10 seconds.
Let's do it. All right, so I'm just gonna be honest. Every few weeks, I think to myself, and we've even said this to each other. We should just put something up political, because as soon as you put something political up, doesn't matter where you are politically, you get a lot of attention, right? And that's like tempting for a ministry. Like, we're trying to do this for God, and we're like, oh, if we do a political thing, everyone will start paying attention to our posts and our videos, and it blows up. And every time we've been associated with anybody that even did anything close to political, that has blown up. So, should a Catholic get political? How political should a Catholic or even a Christian be? The answer is twofold. Number one, if you're not political at all and you are a Catholic, it's actually a bit of a sin, or at least not recommended. Why? Well, yes, we live for heaven. People say, oh, well, our faith is spiritual. We should just focus on just the spiritual and get to heaven. Absolutely. 100% most important thing is heaven. But we live in a physical, I just literally bit my lip. Physical world. That's the world that we live in. God made this world physical. If he just wanted to make a spiritual world, we just would be existing in heaven all the time. But no, we're here. We're grinding it out. And because this world should be transformed for God, we are called as Christians to make it a better place, politically, that's going to actually have some repercussions. So actually, as a Catholic, we are called to stand for some certain things that we should never back down on when it comes to our faith. Things like abortion, for example. Religious freedom, freedom of not just worship, freedom of religion. We're called to actually think of these concepts, help for the poor, right? We're supposed to keep these things in mind as we vote, and then pick the candidate that we best think will follow these rules, these laws, these teachings that the church gives us. But then again, how political should we get? Okay, in the end, I want to leave you this with Jesus. Something he said when they brought him to, They asked Jesus a question because the Jews hated the Romans. The Romans are the ones in charge of the area that Jesus lived in, area of Israel, in the Middle East. They said, teacher, should we pay taxes to Caesar? Because, Rome, invaded, the Jewish nation. They invaded Israel and they hated each other. And the Jews didn't think it was fair for them to be paying taxes to Caesar. And instead of saying, oh, yeah, sure, pay taxes to Caesar, because that would mean, he's okay with Rome, He also could have said, oh, no, like, don't pay taxes at all. Revolt against them. But Jesus wasn't for, like, revolting. He said, can you please bring me a coin? I said, okay. They gave him a coin, which I don't have on me. And he said, whose inscription is on this coin? And they said, Caesar, like his face. And he goes, okay, give to Caesar what is Caesar's, and give to God what is God's. What does he mean? In the end, the church is going to last forever. The church is going to last till the end of the age. The United States won't. No country will. In the end, the church is actually perfect. The people are not perfect. We sin all the time. But the sacraments, the teachings, the saints, the promises Jesus made about the church, that stuff is pretty much perfect, right? That's going to last forever. Our loyalty should lie with the church. The things of God are so much more important than the things of politics that we should only go so far. In the end, your heart needs to belong to God. You know what happens if it doesn't? You get angry. You get cranky. I'm sorry, the political climate right now on both sides is horrible. Horrible. Disgusting. Bad. Everyone's so nasty. Everyone's gossiping. Everyone's worried. Everyone's freaking out. You know, you can't watch the news one time without people just butting heads. We're called to be above that stuff. Stand for the things the church asks us to stand for and never back down on those things because they do relate to our salvation. But in the end, don't let anybody or anything take away your peace. We're called to be light to the world more than anything. You can't be a light if you alienate everybody. So try to see the good in everybody and then also combine that with standing up for what you need to stand up for. Spread that love, that truth that we have been given through Christ, through our church, to the rest of the world. And what was that? Right, yeah. Oh, it's not that important. That's my whole point, is that I forgot my train of thought because, like, politics are important, but, like, nowhere near as important as your salvation and my salvation and our prayer lives. God bless. It's been Dan for JMJ Missions. Peace.